So I've been trying to learn how to dropship for over 9 months now, and in my last video I tested a product and had my first ever profitable day. This time I made almost $2,000 in sales, and this is how I did it. So first I went on a website called Minea to look for a new product. I searched around for a bit, but I couldn't really find anything that I liked. But then I went back on their homepage and I saw this ad, and in my opinion it fit a lot of the winning product criteria. The comments were positive, the reviews were good. It was a newer version of an already existing winning product, and also I found it on CJ Dropshipping for extremely cheap, so the profit margins were there. It legit felt like the stars were aligning, so I didn't waste any time and I immediately started working on the website. So I finished the website the next day, and as you can tell, it was pretty original. I also made some very original ads for the product, and I started running them on TikTok ads. The strategy I used was a simple £50 CBO with 4 broad and 2 targeted ad sets with 2 ads in each ad set. And after they spent about $35, I had crazy low cost per click, crazy low CPMs. Like I've never seen this before, and this is why I like TikTok. So yeah, that day I got about 600 visitors, but none of those visitors turned into sales. The next day the ad spent $50 to bring 700 visitors, but again no sales. Like I was honestly really upset. I legit thought I had failed again. All the winning product criteria boxes were checked, but it still didn't work. It was honestly really annoying, but I knew I had to stop being emotional and actually look at the data. So I did that, and I realized something. The add to cart percentage was ridiculously low. It shouldn't be this low, which could mean 3 things. 1, the customers thought my website looked like a scam, which clearly wasn't the case since I was using an original website. 2, the add to cart button wasn't working well or something, and I tested that and that wasn't the case. And 3, my offer just wasn't good enough. And it turned out that that was the case. The competitors had something I didn't have. They gave the customers an option to pay in installments, and I couldn't do that. I was asking for £60 at once, which at that time was around $72. No. So the next day I lowered the price down to $34.95, and after the ad spent about $30, I got 170 sessions and I managed to get my first sale. But the thing is, the sale came from Spain, and the EU has this thing where they tax products coming from outside of the EU. So when my product arrives from China, they will hold it in customs and keep it until the customers pay the customs fee. And if you don't want your customers to go through all that, you have to register for some IOSS thing. But thankfully CJ Dropshipping already has that, so all I had to do was pay extra for it to go straight to the customer. But unfortunately that also means that the profit margins for EU sales goes down. So the next day I raised the price to $39.99, and that day the ad spent around $50 to bring 388 sessions and 3 sales. Unfortunately, one of those sales had this warning sign on them, which I had never seen before, and apparently it could potentially be a fraudulent order, meaning someone potentially used someone else's credit card without their permission, potentially. Honestly, I didn't want any problems, so I just refunded the order without doing any research, which wasn't very smart. I should have done more research. It wasn't a fraudulent order. The next day, the ad spent almost $60 to bring 360 visitors and 3 sales, with one of those sales being for 2 items. This should have been the first profitable day, but the 2-item order had the same warning sign on it. Again, I refunded it without doing any research, and I ended that day in a loss. The next day, the ad spent about $35 without any sales, but I paused it halfway because I felt like I had a winner, and I wanted to make it legit. So I decided to stop using the original website and make my own product page. And the way I make my pages is I just use a page fly template called Tech1. Then I add a headline, and then I replace the rest with the features and the benefits. So the next day I made another £50 campaign and only targeted the countries where I got sales from. That day it spent almost $30 to bring 275 sessions and again 3 orders. This was the first official profitable day. The next day it spent $60 to bring 457 visitors and 5 orders. Another profitable day. The next day was also profitable, but not so much. The cost per click started rising, so I decided to make a new campaign and target only the countries with the most sales, which were UK and France. And after $38 spent, that day I got 348 visitors and 2 sales. You can imagine how excited I was. Back to back profitable days. I legit thought this was it, but But
we're not gonna make it.
But the next day, I really don't know what happened. Like, no sales at all the whole day. I also decided to run another Spain campaign because I realized that was where all the low cost per clicks were coming from. But after $60 spent and 550 sessions, I only managed to get one sale that day. And for the next few days, it was just up and down until something went wrong. I was following a TikTok strategy by a guy called Soldier, and he says what he usually does is, as soon as he starts getting results, he raises the budget like crazy. So immediately I became profitable. I raised it to £100 and then to £200, but that was where I made the mistake. It turns out you shouldn't scale too quickly, especially when you don't have an agency ad account, because the ads stopped spending. I even tried this trick I've been hearing around where you run an add to cart campaign alongside your conversion campaign, but it didn't work. So while I was trying to figure out all of that, I decided to try Snapchat ads, and the next day immediately things went crazy. £55 spent to bring £200 in sales and £60 profits on the first day of running Snapchat ads. And of course, for no reason at all, the ad account stopped working, which was really annoying. It was like you finally see a little bit of success and it's right there, but then when you just try to like grab it, like something was just mess it all up. It was very annoying, but what can you do? Just keep going. But the next day I had a call with a dropshipping mentor called Michael Bernstein, and if you watch his videos on YouTube, you can tell that he knows what he's talking about. Luckily, he liked my videos and wanted to help out, so we connected on Zoom, and this is what he had to say. I found this product,
face shaper, so it gets you like slimmer face.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing this on TikTok, not on Facebook.
Why? You can't run these things on Facebook?
Bro, this will get you blocked instantly on Facebook. You need to obviously show a lot of skin, which is okay, but can also be triggered by the algorithm. Do you have some kind of agency account access?
No.
I would 100% recommend one to you, just if you want to sell this product. What I see constantly with you is your product pages look really good, like on point, but it kind of doesn't matter, which is
I knew you were going to say that. We've
done those split tests where we test the product on a store which looks like amazing, and then we test the same product on a store which looks okay. The conversion rate does not change that much. It's either a winner or a loser. Honestly, like I feel like you're testing everything right now. You're trying Facebook, Snapchat, TikTok. You're all over the place with everything. So I feel like you should focus on one strategy only. I think that your best bet should be TikTok organic. And I do not normally say that to my students in the program because you make good videos.
Honestly, I was hoping he would help me make this product a winner, but I knew he was right. TikTok organic is a huge opportunity and I'm tired of wasting money on ads. And also, if you want to watch the full call, it's on his channel and the link is in the description. So in total for this product, I made £1,583 in sales. Of course, I rounded it up for the clickbait. And the profit I managed to make was minus £300.